20 months after they lost their daughter and their granddaughter, an Akron family says it is finally one step closer to justice.
Just knowing that he's in a cage now, because he needs to be in a cage, you know, because to me he's an animal.
After more than a year and a half on the run, the teen police believe pulled that trigger that killed Na'Kia Crawford is locked up tonight. He was arrested some 700 miles away from Akron.
Na'Kia's loved ones spoke only with News 5's Bob Jones. They say they believe there are others who need to be held accountable.
My last 20 months have been a nightmare. It's been a nightmare.
For more than a year and a half, the family of Na'Kia Crawford has faced devastation, fear, and anxiety, waiting for Na'Kia's suspected killer to be arrested.
It's been torture. It's been agonizing. You kind of figure it's going to eventually come to an end, but you just don't know when.
And then last night, the family finally got word that Adaris Black, who is charged with the murder, was arrested after a traffic stop in Atlanta. He was traced there by the Northern Ohio Violent Fugitive Task Force, who told News 5 Black had this loaded AK-47.
To have an AK-47 means that he wasn't even worried about the murder.
According to the U.S. Marshal Service, there were multiple tips on Black, and leads were followed in Ohio, Michigan, Kentucky, West Virginia, and Tennessee. And when he was arrested in Georgia, he had a fake ID from California. Na'Kia's family is convinced he didn't avoid the law on his own.
He had to get money from somewhere, and shame on the people that enabled him.
In June of 2020, Na'Kia was shot on North Howard Street while driving her maternal grandmother home from the bank. Police say Black fired the shots from another car and targeted the wrong vehicle, killing an innocent victim. Na'Kia's paternal grandma says the world lost a kind, smart young woman who would have started college a few months later.
Whenever something happened to me, she was always there. Even as a toddler, it was like she would appear to pull me out of a dark place.
Black was only 17 at the time of the killing, so the murder charge was filed in juvenile court. He's now 19, and prosecutors say a hearing will be held to determine if he should stand trial as an adult. Na'Kia's dad says it's a step towards justice, but it's not closure.
Bittersweet. I mean, yeah, you're happy, but you're not, because it's still a loss. My daughter's still gone.
The family and their pastor are grateful to law enforcement and for the community's support as they continue to cope with the heartache of losing Na'Kia.
And we can never get this young lady back. And I think that's what hurts the most.
In Akron, Bob Jones, News 5.